Well, hey everyone, this is Don Smith, Sony Artisan, and today I want to give you a first glance at an upcoming software from the great folks at Skylum called Luminar 3 with libraries. Yes, you are finally going to be able to access your libraries over here on the right-hand side. All the file structure that's sitting on your hard drive will now appear on this right-hand side, and you can go out and find your images and edit your images all in a standalone program that I'm going to be demonstrating today, or you still have the functionality of plugins I use for Lightroom, Photoshop. So they're giving you a lot of options on how to do this. But for those of you that really are new to processing, or you've had your fill of Lightroom or Photoshop, and I know you're out there because I meet you in the workshops, you guys are going to have an all-in-one library processing, do-it-all program, essentially. And here's the great part. You order now, $59 you pre-order. And December 18th, it's going to be released to the public. So I've got a beta copy here. I've only really been playing with this for about a day. So this is just going to be a quick overall because there's a lot of things I still haven't discovered or know about it. But I'm just so excited. And they were telling me at the folks at Skylum to go ahead today. I could start mentioning it. This is like the hardest secret I've ever had to keep. They just come out with some fantastic software. I can remember the first time I was introduced to their artificial intelligence software. I had a beta copy. I was up in Washington State at the Palouse, had a rainy afternoon, decided I was going to try some of my images, and was about floored. I just wanted to scream it to the world, but obviously I couldn't. And I kept my mouth quiet, and same thing with this software. So I'm really, really excited to be showing you around here. First of all, if you come up to the top right, you're going to notice we have three tabs. We have library, we have the edit tab, and we have an info tab, which is awesome because we can go in and see our just what our settings were, all in three little tabs up here. So I'm initially in the library tab. And what I want to do is I've created an album right here called Bryce Zion. And to create it, I just simply clicked on that plus button and, well, let me show you. And I named the photo, or named the folder, excuse me. And then I just drag and dropped some pictures into the album. So if I want to get that look that we originally had, the grid look back up here, I can just come up here right under window. There's going to be a little arrow that says we're going one up. And there's the 9 images that I chose to do this demo. But once you click into the edit tab, now you see they're on a line over here, and I can just go right on down the line with these. So where to start on all of this? It's kind of exciting because, as you know, if you're familiar with Luminar, they give you some presets down here. And I'm going to click where it says Luminar Looks, and I'm going to click on Essentials. And you can see probably for what I'm doing here, being that these are going to be primarily landscape photos, I'm going to go ahead and get into the landscape looks. And we're just going to take a peek at some things as we go along. As always with Luminar, if you come up over here to the right under the histogram palette, if you click Add a Filter, all your filters are going to come up here. Okay, and the two right on top are two that I absolutely love, the Accent AI filter. This is the one I was telling you about in the Palouse that just amazed me, and we're going to go over this on a couple of images here. AI Sky Enhancer, I'm starting to play with that more and more. You can see the ones I've starred are the ones I use quite a bit. And if you want to star it, all you simply do is come over here and click on the star, like for clarity. Or take it off. Now, that doesn't mean I don't use a lot of these other filters. It just means that these are my key filters that I use on a regular basis. And you can see I have quite a few filters in here. So we have individual filters we can work the image with, and we have some preset looks. So let's come down here on the film strip underneath the image, and let's just go to AI, which stands for Artificial Intelligence Landscape Enhancer. And I'm going to click on that, and isn't this amazing? This is a one click, and we start to get the look. Okay, let's come down and we'll try another picture here. This was, both of these images were captured in Zion National Park back in early November on my annual Bryce Zion workshop, and we will be out there again in 2019. Just go to my website, click on workshops, and join us. This is an awesome workshop. We start in Bryce Canyon National Park. I'll be showing you some pictures here fairly shortly of Bryce Canyon, and then we come down into Zion Canyon, and we always seem to time it for around the peak of fall color, and it is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to do another one here. This was up near the Temple of Sinawava, which is the end of the road if you've ever been into Bryce Canyon. And let's just take a peek. Here is AI, and I'm just going to kind of cycle through these. Let's come to this preset called Autumn Colors. Okay, now with each of these presets, notice there is an opacity amount. So I can take the look off, I can bump it into taste. We'll skip deep sky, let's try dramatic landscape. I'm not wild about that one. Not for this image. It's not that I'm not wild about the presets. It's just different images will react differently to different presets. We can come over here to warm sunset. Now that looks really, really pretty. Let's take that one off, bump it back in. Look at that. One slider and we've done all of that. Okay, so if you have not yet worked with Luminar, you're missing out. Really, this is just an incredibly powerful little program. I tell people I can do things in a simple slider that used to take me a half hour to do in Photoshop, and that is no lie. I've been processing and using Photoshop since version 2, so I go way, way back with Photoshop. Let's come to another one. I want to demonstrate. This is probably more than anything what floored me when I was out in the Palouse. I'm going to click on my blue add filters here. I'm not going to go to a preset this time. I'm just going to do this with the Accent AI filter. Now you can see it's a simple one slider boost. I'm going to just pull it up and it starts to reveal the shadows. Now the cool thing about AI or any of these filters, you can use them multiple times until you get the look you want. So I'm going to add another AI and look at that. Now all of a sudden I'm really revealing what is down here in the shadows. And all of these filters come with a little masking brush. Okay, what's a masking brush? Well, I can simply come on over into here, and I'm going to hold the Option key, and just you can see where I've kind of overdone it on the sky a little bit, and I may want to brush that back. And I can do this to opacity. I'm just doing this kind of quickly to give you an idea. And you can see there's the little mask. So in masking, if you're not familiar with that term, think of it as an overlay. And we can go back underneath and brush away any effect that we just made. And the little mantra we always have is white reveals. White reveals the change we made, and black conceals or hides any of the changes we made. So that's pretty cool. Just two Accent AIs. And I'm going to come up here, these two little tabs, this little eyeball. It's going to show me the before, raw. And look at how quick I did that. No way I could do that in Photoshop in that quick a time. Okay, so let's move along to another picture. I'm going to actually skip over this. I want to get you into Bryce Canyon. And here's an image. I love doing this on the last day that we're in Bryce Canyon. I'm not going to give away my secret of the time I get over there, but if we have a clear sky day, we get these backlit hoodoos that just tend to glow. And let's come down here on our preset, And really, that is pretty cool. That's looking pretty close to the way my eyes saw things. That's even better because it lightened up the shadows. You can just cycle through these, gang, and it's really, really impressive, the different looks you get. And you can use these just as a starting point. You don't have to go in and accept these just exactly the way they are. Remember, you have little opacity tool over here that you can change. You can come in here. These are just the filters that the preset used. I can change and alter any of these presets. I can add more by clicking the blue button. So I always think of a preset as a starting point, but whoops, let me get back over here and take that one back up. And I like that one. Well, maybe I like autumn colors. You go back and forth and you take a peek. There's a tab up here also I didn't show you that you can, instead of hitting the eyeball and taking it all, you can just scrub and see the before and after. So just a lot of different ways the engineers have given us here to help us develop our eye on a certain picture. I'm going to come up. This is one also from Bryce Canyon. And this was a location, called Rainbow Point. And this is at dawn light. You can see we started to get some soft hues. The light was really nice and balanced here over the hoodoos. So let's come in here and take a look. Look at this in one click, what that can do. And look at that. That's pretty amazing. I'm going to back it down just a hair here. Just maybe about in there. But it just brings all this rich color right up for you. It brings the contrast right up for you. I mean, this is utilizing basically artificial intelligence software. And why not? I mean, let's click along through these. I think I may like that actually better because it reduced the sky just a hair for me. Let's take a look at just warm sunset for the heck of it. Yeah, it's beautiful too. So you can really just kind of take these looks and play with them and do it so quickly. Now here's one. I played with this the other day. This is just amazing to me. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to come over here to the Add Filter button again. First off, I'm going to clear out this workspace. So I just click where it's professional works. It says professional or whatever name it might say there. Clear workspace. I've cleared that out. I'm going right to the Accent AI. This may be using it a second time. Let me add a second one here. There we go. And pretty incredible what this software can do. All right, maybe one or two more here. This is one that I shot actually quite telephoto here. So because I'm on a beta program, it's taken me a little bit longer to line these up. And I want to switch here. And I want to come over here and show you something in Essentials. Okay? I really want this to sharpen up. So I'm going to come to this preset at the end here called Super Sharp. And look at how it just gets in there. That's almost a little too much. I can back that off, but it really pops the look of the picture. Now let's take a look at a couple other ones because this could look kind of cool too. Soft and airy. Not bad. Well, we'll skip over Sky Enhancer. Let's go over here to Mood Enhancer. That's kind of cool. You know, you can just play AI Enhancer, Image Enhancer. The fun with this program is that you can play to your heart's content and you can fine-tune any image really that you're doing, and it's really, really simple. There's so much more that I plan to get into on Luminar 3. Again, and I'm going to be making more videos down the line, so this is by far not the only video I'm going to be making. But I want you to head on over to my website. It's there on the screen, www.donsmithphotography.com. Go to the link Discounts and Affiliates, and when you click, you're going to see the Luminar graphic. Click on that, and it'll take you right to the Luminar page. And again, gang, right now, $59 pre-order it. December 18th. You're going to get to play with this, and I just know you're going to have a blast with it. So that's a quick peek at Luminar 3. We're going to be doing more videos on this as we go. And until next time, this is Don Smith. Take care.